getting going here soon. As the lobby is up, the players have been alerted, and we'll get in when we get in. But at the moment, Montevallo playing with their coach tonight as a sub, as Lego is working a double shift tonight. So Lego, if you're listening while you're working, shout out to the typical captain of Montevallo. But NK2 has taken over captain duties for tonight, as he was the one that wanted this matchup. And he wanted a higher rated opponent. So I gave him Mount Aloysius, who's a solid team. Made a decent run at the Bluegrass Boost Battle this past February. So we're going to see how Zekers, Rupus, and Sib look against the UM boys. As we'll get into this as soon as everybody is ready. But this, I honestly have no idea how it's going to go. I think it could very easily be a close series if Montevallo is able to keep up with Aloysius. But Mount Aloysius very well could run over UM. I haven't seen them play with their coach Talisian. So we'll see it. So I'm just chilling, waiting for some Rocket League. It's been a very chill night. I have very much enjoyed myself tonight. But everyone is in the lobby, so we should be getting into this thing in just a second. And Solution knows Talisi is goated. Former Montevallo player as well. I believe, I'll have to double check this, but I believe they played in the SEL a long time ago, like Season 0, Season 1-ish. Now I'll pull that up real fast to correct myself as we are started, and oh my! Talisi, 3 seconds in! I haven't even, gone over the lore of Talisi and their return to the Montevallo starting lineup. And they are ripping an absolute missile of a shot on target off the sidewall off kickoff. Okay, that is one way to start things off. And it's another crazy fast shot out of Montevallo to put Mount Aloysius under all kinds of pressure to open things up. Man, shots have been fired. And I didn't even get time to pull up the SEL data that I wanted to sift through. And yes, Talisi, way back in the day, Season 0, was on the roster with J-Base Cannon, which, if you didn't know, he went to Montevallo. There you go. And then Kuno was the third. So Kuno's an old man as well. Has been playing on the Montevallo roster for a long while now. But in Season 1, I don't see any Montevallo roster. So, looks like just a Season 0 appearance for them. Then they've been a staple of the SEL even since. But my word, what a start for UM. And Mount Aloysius, they're looking to settle in now, I'm sure. I would be surprised if these two teams never played. I will be completely honest, as they are not in-region opponents. I don't know if they're at the top of the food chain enough in competitive CRL where they're both making runs in qualifiers to play each other. But I could be proven wrong. If there are any ball knowers in chat that knows if Montevallo have played Mount Aloysius before and vice versa, please let me know. I'd be very curious to be informed about that. But 1-0, we got an absolute banger of an opening goal about 3 seconds in, and in the almost 2 minutes since. Mount Aloysius, though, good opportunity here, but better save made by NK2. Getting busy on the goal line now. Montevallo being put to work. Sib doubling that goal post read. Unfortunately, Mount Aloysius away from the net. You know, ball, good solution. Thank you. I wouldn't be surprised if they have never played each other before, but that is what Monday Night Lights is for. It's for both creating narratives between teams that have played each other a lot, but also narratives of teams that haven't played each other so much, seeing what they're all about. And I believe, I'm 99% certain that both teams, if you're familiar with both sides, will be returning their roster from the spring semester. That is Montevallo with Lego in place of Talisi, with Talisi coaching the Falcons. And then this trio of Mount Aloysius players that I believe played all throughout the spring together. That's a giveaway ball, though, that comes up nicely. NK2 found downfield, and Montevallo linking up well at the moment. I was wondering what the team cohesion would look like with Talisi taking Lego's spot tonight. So far, so good for the Bama boys. Just up the road from Montgomery, just down the road from Birmingham. Looking solid so far. Holding on to their 1-goal lead, trying to add on to it here. But Sib gets back in time to clean up, get the ball away, and trying to get Mount Aloysius back into offense. So it's Zekers to provide. Looking for a hook shot or a flick or anything of the sort as he was streaking down the sideline. Finds none of it, though. It was Man, they found that opening goal 3 seconds in. And since then, it has just been controlled Rocket League. 60% of the field domination for Montevallo. And finally, their 8th shot of the game. They will convert into a 2nd goal. And Montevallo, looking solid right now. I've just come out here in game 1. They punched Aloysius in the mouth in the first couple of seconds. And since then, they've been trading soft blows, just jabs at each other. See if they're awake. Right there, Montevallo connecting again. It feels with the jaw of Aloysius. Zekers has some space here, courtesy of Rupus. Finding a demo. It's a musty on target. But Kuno will field the save to prevent Mount Aloysius from finding their first goal of this series. Still, perfect sweep intact for Montevallo. But I've got a feeling the Mounties aren't going to let that happen. Now, this is a breakaway opportunity. MK2, though, can't convert on it. Didn't have boost himself. And so the Mounties clear the zone. Sorry, the Falcons clear the zone, but the Mounties getting possession right back. Is that what NK stands for, Gray? I did not know that. I knew NK2's real name was Nate. But I did not know his last name started with a K. Nathan Kress. An instrumental piece in Montevallo's opening game win of this best of 7. Yeah, he just dropped the government name, but that's just what you call him. Okay, fair enough. That would be a sick last name. Kress would be an awesome last name. Gray is spreading misinformation. Well, there goes that. Fair enough. At the very least for Montevallo. They take game 1. 8 shots to 10. It was a tight game. At least in terms of possession. Field domination, I think, was about 55-45 there at the end. But Montevallo, a 2-goal win. Starting off this series on the right foot. But here we go. I want to see what Mount Aloysius have in store for us in game 2. So often I talk about how much I love the second game of a best of 7 or best of 5. Actually, I like the second game of a best of 5 more than I do the best of 7. I think in a best of 5, my list of favorite games would go game 5, game 2, game 3, game 4, game 1. But I'll curb that discussion for a moment. As Mount Aloysius have found first blood in game number 2, as Rupus just had free reign to shoot that ball, as someone missed on the sidewall. 1-0 Mount Aloysius. They deny the perfect sweep here in the opening stages of game 2. But now to completely deny a sweep, you got to keep the scoring up. MK2 trying to deny that prospect. Talisi the same, both unsuccessful. Just playing side to side, corner to corner here. But, oh, Rupus playing to the wrong corner if he were to adhere to the Montevallo defensive game plan. Played that ball to the top right corner. Nice ball. And 2-0 Mount Aloysius. Seems at the moment that the Mounties are not too happy about how game 1 went. In the first 60 seconds, they are scoring 3 goals. That is a banger. Rupus puts it center, and then Zekers plays it off his descending teammate and into the back of the Montevallo net. That is absurd. 3-0. Mount Aloysius got themselves a warm-up game, it seems, and following that, they are hunting Falcons here. Montevallo flexed some offensive might in the previous game. And we'll see if we get a taste of that here in game 2, or if it's just going to be a Mount Aloysius blowout. And we saw that earlier in the first series of the day, UTK White, when they were taking on the East Carolina Pirates. We saw a 3-0 blowout out of UTK White. Then ECU followed it up by a 3-0 blowout in game 2. And maybe we see that here. Won't be scoreless blowouts. But hey, Mount Aloysius is still in control, despite giving up that goal right there. Good fake. Throwing off the Aloysius D right there. And 2 minutes in, we have got ourselves a shootout. Plain and simple. Plenty of shots so far. Plenty of goals. 3 shots on the Aloysius side and 1 shot on the Montevallo side. And never mind, I thought there would be a lot more shots in all honesty. And I was making that point, but both sides just shooting 100%. That's a miss, though. Fortunately for my narrative of both sides shooting 100%, Sonics didn't decide to credit Kuno right there with the shot. So Aloysius going back wall again. The finishing touch provided by Sib. No off target. Won't result in a goal. Montevallo probably thinking they're lucky stars that it's not, as they are still on the comeback trail. Down just a pair of goals here. But that is the first save of the game. Talisi on the correct side of the ball there during that defensive effort. Montevallo slowly but surely generating more offense. Double commit. Will stunt their offense just a touch. And Sib, in a 1v1, can't beat Kuno. So Nate going the other way, tries to get the ball center to Talisi. And this results in good offense from Montevallo. Just applying a little bit of pressure on the net of the Mounties at the moment. And Aloysius not biting on any of the hard-struck shots that are coming their way. Making mistakes. Putting too light a touch on the ball or putting it center. None of that bait that Montevallo's throwing their way is turning into easy opportunities on the follow-up. That's a creative clear, though. Montevallo putting a lot of pressure now on Zekers' shoulders to control here through the corner, and he is denied exit by Kuno, though, given a secondary opportunity. They'll find Rupus, and will stick with it. Rupus, no double. Zekers' shot, a lobber to the back wall. Sib there for the final touch. And NK2. It's the final say on that play. Transitions the ball away. Zekers. Bit of revenge right there. As Montevallo denied what was a good Mount Aloysius opportunity on one side of the pitch. And Mount Aloysius doing the same thing on their backside. Talisi, first to challenge here off the back wall. Beating on that 50 by Sib. But it's very slow and methodical at the moment. Mount Aloysius, I think, just trying to control this 2-goal lead. Oh! But I say control! Sib says, let's add another. It's now a bit of a pile of goals here in game 2. It's 4-1 as the Mounties are almost certainly tying this series up at the end of game 2, but Sid did it in style right there. That was nice. There's a chance to make it 5-1. Goes off ceiling. That's a defensive mistouch. But Sib wasn't able to get back to the ball from the ceiling. Sticks around though and hunts for a Mount Aloysius garbage time goal, but will not find it. And Montevallo, after going 2 for 8 in the previous game, 1 for 3, which is a better shooting percentage, but when Mount Aloysius is shooting 50%, I'll let you do the math. In game 2, Montevallo needs a couple more shots on target that game, so great response from Mount Aloysius, and they net themselves their first game of this best of 7. A hat trick from Rupus, a big part of that, but most goals assisted on both sides, actually. Only 1 goal between the combined 5 not assisted there, and it does come from the Mount Aloysius end. Trying to see if I can remember it. Might have been that Sib ground pinch goal that turned into a nice double tap out of the corner. That could be it. Oh, I just realized I'm the one that's not readying up. On me. I'm trying to get this series as efficient as possible. If it goes the distance, it goes the distance. But if it does wrap up quickly, I would love to give CCS a raid, as it looks like Kansas and Colorado should have just kicked off. I'm very eager to watch the end of that series once Mount Aloysius and Montevallo finish up with their banger of a best of 7. You would not hear me complaining if these two want to go all 7 games here to cap off this wonderful night of Monday Night Lights show matches. Mount Aloysius threatening again in offense. Kuno and K2 combining for a half clear. They will get the ball out, but not away. And Zekker's in the corner. Will slow the Montevallo transition into offense, kind of picking up where they left off in game 2. Mount Aloysius had the bulk of the possession there, and here, first 40 seconds. That will remain the case. Montevallo has flipped the field, and they looked really good in game 1 offensively. I'm wondering if we'll see a return to that form here in game 3 to try and get themselves back out in front, back in the driver's seat of this series. Zekker's a pop ball over Mr. Nathan. And Zekker's a center ball as well. But this time NK2 gets the last laugh. We'll stop it on the near side, though. Still low on boost. Let that ball be for Talisi. That was a much better touch out of defense. Montevallo finding their escape hatch. Mount Aloysius, so much pressure. That's a great shot again over NK2. And the Mounties strike first. Rupus just realized he got a little bit of room to work with and nail a shot. Top ends. Aloysius on the board first again. This time it took a little bit longer, but I don't hear the Mounties complaining. Kuno, back to Talisi, over to NK2. Wonderful web of passes that Kuno tried to seal off with an equalizing goal, but unfortunately the Mounties play spoiler and almost found a second goal. Now we're warm. Both teams getting it together offensively and starting to put on a show. What a pass from Talisi! But it was just a little bit behind Kuno. Zekker's nice cutoff there. Mount Aloysius, though, will not find a clear. Talisi has the ball given right back to him, but Zekker's big shutdown, and that's just in! It's another goal for Mount Aloysius that comes from their defensive half. Talisi pops that up, and maybe figuring Zekker's would give them space to work with in offense, but Zekker's is a complete disrespecting of Talisi right there. And now Mount Aloysius A potential third goal. That's good defense, though, by Talisi. Oh, again, now Aloysius scoring. As that was a clusterfest on the goal line. Sib Goomba Stomp Kuno. And that was enough for Zekers, who just happened to be on the goal line with 0 boost. To just turn around and walk that ball on in. Now Aloysius off and running in game 3. They're looking for a 4th. You like that solution? Thank you. I try to be innovative, despite my veteran status in the Rocket League casting scene. Almost 4 years doing this thing. Still going strong. Enjoying myself. I used to do it because it was fun to, you know, meet people, get out in front of a big audience, and just, you know, have people appreciate your craft. And now, honestly, and you can see, hopefully, and that I host free show matches. I don't make money doing this, really. Make a little bit from subscriptions, but it's not a ton. I do it because I love it. I just enjoy watching Rocket League. Like, there's some series where I'll just sit back and be like, man, this is just fun. Like, this one, I don't know if it's quite reached that status. If Montevallo can go back and forth, I just, like, sit back and be like, oh, I'm seriously enjoying myself. But these games are kind of over towards the end, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I'm still enjoying this series. But it's not quite reached popcorn levels. Right? I've just got a bowl of popcorn, you know? And I'm watching greatness unfold. Montevallo, I believe, can make a comeback here. Not Aloysius, I had as favorites coming into this. If you didn't hear me going through the pre-game earlier, I was talking about how when I was setting this up with NK2, he was like, give us a higher rated opponent. I was like, alright. So man, Aloysius. I've been trying to get them on Monday Night Lights or a Friday Night Lights for a while now. I don't believe they've ever played on FNL or MNL. Thought this would be a good spot for them to prove where they're at going into next season. And Montevallo has looked decent, but not Aloysius. Look a lot better here. The Falcons cannot get anything going offensively, and not Aloysius capitalizing on just minor openings. Because the goals they're getting are on open nets, but their challenge game is just netting them complete 100 zeros rather than 50-50s. It's just dunks over the Montevallers. I like that too. But hey, there you go. In garbage time, Montevallo will get something going. And it's Talisi fielding a pass from NK2. A little awkward there on the Mount Aloysius side, but a nice shot nonetheless. Either way, Mount Aloysius is looking like duplicated. I copied and pasted the scoreline from game 2. It's a 4-1. Let's see if the shots are identical. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? 8 shots to 5. And, oh, Montevallo had 3 in the previous game. And Aloysius actually had 8 shots in the previous game as well. Which is funny. 8 to X, 4 to 1. We're 3 for 4 when it comes to the identical nature of things. And actually, if we want to go even deeper, Mount Aloysius scoring 4 goals in both Game 2 and Game 3, and getting 3 assists on both of those. If we dig deeper than that, though, we won't see any more similarities. Outside of the Montevallo 1 assist on their 1 goal, which is the same as Game 2. So there you go. If you're a little stats nerd like I am, I never know, like, when you bring up stats when casting, you typically want to tie it back to a narrative in a series, but I find myself enjoying dumb stats that have nothing to do with actual gameplay, really, other than, oh, that's cool. I find myself bringing those up a lot, and I don't care if I can't tie them back to a narrative. It's fun to say, oh, we got 2 games in a row that were identical in score lines, identical nearly in shot tallies, and identical in assist numbers. That's fun. I enjoyed that. Nice pass. Whoa. Talisi kind of got up early for that and was met with a dime of a pass. I didn't see who delivered it, but the courier, a talented one. Now in K2, popping up. We know what he can do with a little bit of space in offense. And he'll be converting on that opening. Nate with a wonderful solo play as Rupus challenged the first man for Montevallo. And unfortunately couldn't follow up with the second. And K2. That is a player to watch out for. He is absolutely the mechanical heavyweight on the Montevallo roster. One of my favorite memories watching NK2 play was an awful series for Montevallo when they were on low hours, did not look good throughout a series. It was against Wake Forest in the SCL, and this was essentially, I believe, a must-win for Montevallo to make it to the last chance qualifier and avoid group stage elimination. And they take it to Game 5 overtime. And in K2, it's an absolutely insane double tap to close out that series after like a 3-minute OT. And here, showing off some passing mechanics as he absolutely nails Kuno's front bumper and puts Montevallo up a pair of goals now. Great start for Montevallo. And man, I don't normally do this, but as we settle into Game 4, I'm going to mute for a second, because I think my body's requesting dinner that I cannot provide until this series is over, unfortunately, as we're too busy enjoying Rocket League to get a good hearty meal in. So I'm going to mute for a second and eat one of my desk-side snacks, so please enjoy the sights and sounds of Rocket League. I'll even turn them up for you real fast. Montevallo, Aloysius. Just pure Rocket League noises. Okay! Hold on a second. Did Kuno just put that in? Was that Kuno? Got up to deny the double tap and just slammed it in. That is a worldie of an own goal. And following that, please enjoy the natural sights and sounds of insane, crazy collegiate Rocket League. Here you go. Oh, that's insane. I'll come back real fast from my mouthful of donut. No Bepic ASMR. I will not be providing that. That was an insane passing play from Montevallo. Even before this kickoff goal, which is a nice beat from NK2. That's just simple kickoff mechanics. No, I am not doing Bepic ASMR. No. If there's a market for that, I'll create a different channel for it. You'll never see that on the main channel. Montevallo are running away with Game 4 right now, though. I'm thinking we're going to see this series tied up, though. Mount Aloysius can absolutely come back. That ball's just in. That is a taste of the Mounties medicine. Games 2 and 3, they're getting so many goals like this, and now it's been thrown back in their face. That's crazy. Man. This game is close to over. And we've still got half a game of Rocket League left. Ooh, I like that. Okay, hold on a second. Whoa, ignore that. My console for Baka's mod keybind is the same as my replay saving keybind. I wanted to save that kickoff strategy because that was nice for Montevallo. But anyway, as we hopefully settle back into normal gameplay. I'd like to eat my donut, but we'll see, Fish. We'll see if I create that channel. Still undecided right now. I don't know if I have the time to make ASMR videos on top of the Rocket League content I already made, but we'll see. 5 a month. All right, now we're getting somewhere. I'm on mute again now. was nice. Rocket League needs to be enjoyed at its core foundation sometimes. Just watching, enjoying, with a mouthful of Walmart bakery crullers. So I just said it, but that was before your chat came in. I was eating the Walmart bakery crullers, like the mini ones, which are phenomenal. I'm a big fan of the Walmart bakery. I'm a frequenter of that section of the superstore. But I'll show them on stream because they're so good. I probably single-handedly keep them making crullers, I'll be honest. Yeah, hey, you should absolutely recommend. Absolutely recommend. But Montevallo 5-1. I'll talk Rocket League for a second as I am tabbed out. 6-5 is surprising. A surprising number of shots in that game. Montevallo was very efficient there. That's impressive. But here, Walmart crullers, right there. There you go. They're small, but oh my word, if you like glazed donuts that are moist and very tasty, highly recommend. Highly recommend. They're very good. No, you cannot get ASMR in between games. This is not the Bepic ASMR channel. They are fire. They are very fire. No bracket tonight. Showword. This is just a show match night, which sometimes I'll do Monday Night Lights brackets, which will be a single elim 8-team bracket. But tonight, just straight single series for all the 6 teams that are playing tonight. So no bracket. Just I'll put the schedule up because I've got that real fast. That's what the schedule looks like tonight. Had a great couple of series earlier on, but this is the nightcap between Montevallo and Mount Aloysius, and we have been tied up. Every game in this series, save for game 1, has been a blowout. It was 2-0 Montevallo, which was the closest game in game 1. Then a pair of 4-1s for Mount Aloysius, and a 5-1 in game 4. So, we'll see if we actually get a close game. Otherwise, I'm going to take another donut break in the middle of this one if it gets out of hand again. Which I don't normally do that. I do have a bad habit. I'm no stranger to casting while very hungry, which affects my performance occasionally. But I'll put a pin in that discussion. As Sib has found first blood, 30 seconds in. Got 2 Montevallo players to commit for that. Sucked MK2 into the corner, and that is just awful, awful defensive positioning from Montevallo. Like, that is basic defensive rotations right there. If you're going to double commit in the corner, at least have your third man staying far side just in case a shot gets put on. He's in bad position, yes, but, man, that was... MK2 got aggressive, but just did not have a good read on the play. So, bad defense from Montevallo. Mount Aloysius getting the first goal. But, Talisi, double tap, no good. Goes far side, a little bit too far to the side. And NK2 has been taken out. So, Kuno tries to salvage possession here, does well. As NK2 has rejoined the fray, just to fake, try and provide space, and many aggressively as the third man. That was very aggressive to not make contact there, but it works out. Montevallo, in fact, keep hold of possession. For now, at least. The Mounties find a way out, and Zekker's powerful flip reset. That doesn't go anywhere. No NK2 in an awkward spot defensively. The Mounties beaten on a pair of looks right there. These are getting weird in Game 5. Very aggressive posturing for Montevallo. A lot of whifty-whifties. And I don't know. What is Talisi doing jumping for that? That must have called for a pass, but like too late for NK2 to actually get it to him. Man, this is another clusterfest. There you go, solution. I'll use it again. And this is a popcorn game where I'm just sitting back and I'm trying to get in the headspace of both teams. Like, what are they doing? Okay, that's a simple one. Nice stretch pass, giving Rupus a good shot. You know, a double commit on the Montevallo side might open a door for Sib, but they had to take a hard touch just to beat the pair of Montevallo defenders, but they battle through the corner. And they give Rupus an easy finish on an open net. MK2 turned here, but was beaten by Sib. That is nice. Good speed in the corner. And Mount Aloysius posturing for another blowout game. Oh, Rupus. Double tap. Oh, couldn't get it down in time. But Mount Aloysius, so much pressure right now. Montevallo was doing a pretty good job in transition, but in the last minute or so, it has been all Mounties. Though Kuno can change that with a good 50-50. Pops the ball to the back wall. And that is a great challenge by Talisi. But the Falcons do have to rotate back to defense. Talisi doing that. Setting up a shot of their own. Zekers denies it, however. Talisi. If that pass comes a second sooner, I guarantee you, Nate's going up for that. The timing not quite there, so Montevallo try again. And they're doing a good job controlling possession, but they overcommit. And they are fortunate that Rupus couldn't convert on an open-ish net. Game audio's lagging. Thanks for the heads up. Aloysius has been doing that lately, where it'll sound lagging. No, you're not crazy. Should be fixed now. It'll sound laggy, sound buggy, whatever. And then I just change the inputs in OBS and it's fixed. I don't know why it's doing it. Music to your ears. I'm glad you like it, Nano. I think the majority, you're in the minority there. But I don't know why it does it. I need to fix it. It's been going on for too many Monday Night Lights. That's a gorgeous pass. Oh! Talisi couldn't put it on target. Had to sneak it between a defender and the near post, but still would have loved to see that go in. That's a good demo. Through the smoke, Talisi playing hero on the goal line for Montevallo. But despite all the UM chances, have not found a way through here. 5 shots for the Falcons. And 4 of those 5 have resulted in Mount Aloysius saves. That's a good save by Kuno. The rebound attempt denied at the crossbar by Talisi. Montevallo, though, need to clear. Provided with a clear. But it had to be a little bit more in their control. Instead, the Mounties will spike the ball and take match points. We have yet to see a 1-goal game in this best of 7. 7 shots to 5. At least the shot tallies have been close. We've had 8-5, 7-5, 8-10, 6-5. I'll take that. I mean, if I can't get 1-goal games, I'll look to the shot tallies to provide close affairs. But we are headed now into game number 6 with Mount Aloysius in control. Montevallo need 2 in a row to take this best of 7, but I am very happy with how this series has shaped up. And if you are a CCS fan, a series shaping up on the mainstream over there, a big one, Colorado versus Kansas, the consensus #1 and #2 teams in the Collegiate Conference Series. All right now, tied in game 3, 0-0, with the series tied 1-1, so that'll be a good one. As soon as this series ends, we'll be rating over there, so if you want more high-quality Rocket League, after Montevallo and Mount Aloysius finish up, as everybody goes flying past the ball as soon as I say that, and there's an open net on the other side of the pitch. Alright, well, if you want to see actual high-quality Rocket League, stay tuned for the CCS raid, but this series is nothing if not entertaining. And I joke, it's been high quality as well. These teams are very good. There's a reason for the nightcap tonight. That is an open net for Montevallo. Mount Aloysius overstretched just a touch there in offense. Right now on very low boost. We'll see what creative defense the Monteballers are going to offer us. Talisi has refueled and Kuno gets back with plenty in the tank, but it's not a great double tap off the sidewall. It leaves Talisi in an awkward spot, but that is a beautiful catch. They play high-quality Rocket League solution sometimes. Other times, they don't. And trust me, I'm a big fan of the Monteballers. I have watched them at their highs, and I have watched them at their lows. Whoa! But hey, that's a high. Quality shot from Rupus here. I think that's a ground pinch? No, he got pool shotted into it. Oh, I don't think that's getting past Kuno. If he doesn't get pool shotted into that. But it works. You will take that. Kuno looking to respond. Taking a shot on, but Sib is there. Off the sidewall, MK2 misses contact, and Zekers with a player downfield with a stretch pass. Finds him, but a tough read for Sib, who was low in the boost department. And the ball was placed too awkwardly to go off the sidewall for it, or too low rather to go off the sidewall for it. But no, too low to go off the ceiling for it. You know what I'm saying. The high IQ viewers in chat know what I'm saying. I need food. I was debating between taking a nap before this series and taking, not the series, this broadcast, eating dinner. I chose the nap. Either way, Montevallo keeping this series alive. Storming out in front here in Game 6. And that's just a simple beat in the corner. A good finish on the far side. 2-1. With 3 minutes to go. The Mounties drew us level. Let the Monteballers stake a claim to their lead. Inch away. Big demo by Rupus. This should be an open net if it's a favorable bounce. That's not enough power for Rupus to finish it off, but Zekers, they're on cleanup duty. Kuno maybe frozen there by Rupus's attempted open net touch. Either way, Mount Aloysius tie us up. And off kickoff, look for more. Zekers trying to provide more, but is denied entry into the orange box by Kuno's defensive efforts. Sib, double tap. That is a keen touch. It's Aloysius for a shot. Rupus off the post. Demo's the last man! And another flew by the ball without making contact. So that gives Mount Aloysius an open net to take the lead with. Tough look for the Monteballers. But there is still half a game of Rocket League left. This might be our first one-goal game. When this thing is said and done, unless the Mounties have something to say about it. They are looking to run away with this thing. Confident flip reset play. Nearly gave them a 2-goal lead. But Mount Aloysius will hold the possession. Ball off the back wall, met by Talisi. And they will chase a clear down the sideline. Have plenty of boost in hand. They go low through Zekers. But Rupus, next up in rotation, will stall out Montevallo's offense. Kuno center ball. Talisi there for the finish. And we are tied at a trio of goals on either side of the pitch. And just like that, 2 minutes left here. We are still tied, despite how quickly it feels like for me Game 6 is going. Might be long for others, considering the 6 goals we've seen in 2 minutes, or 3 minutes rather. Could be 7 here. Zekers has space, but is met by MK2 at the ground, right out in front of the orange box. Rupus off the ceiling, but at least he gets the ball first. Zekers is contend with 2 orange cars right in his face, but he does well-ish. Loses that challenge in the corner though, and we'll get redemption. At least an opportunity for it. Unable to find redemption, as Mount Aloysius is still fighting from the defensive third. No, Rupus cuts under that ball, solos it away. finds Sib across the field. Double tap. Double deep into the corner. And so Talisi is afforded a free clear of the Montevallo defensive zone. Zero boost Zekers. Takes a 15, is helped out a little bit by NK2. I think he realized the boost situation in Rupus's tank. This is an opportunity here. Not Aloysius. Deny with a great couple last-second touches as they were just descending, it felt like, to the ground. They still made contact with the ball, and now they find a way out. Into the corner. Kuno contesting Zekers, who will just leave the ball. But hang around the midfield line, contest Kuno. There's 100 boost and a teammate on the back wall. Talisi just trying to wreak some havoc there. Bumps Sib with Vades, but in the final 10 seconds, who's going to get a final chance on? Rupus is putting a testing shot on target here, setting up possession in the final couple of moments of regulation of Game 6. But nothing is found. Overtime here in Game 6 of the final series of Monday Night Lights 12. Montevallo can force Game 7 now as they have the opening possession of overtime. Center ball. Won't find a way through Sib. And Kuno popping that ball up. Sib down to Zekers, but Talisi, a big win. Kuno couldn't read it right the first time, but corrects in the air and wins Game 6 for Montevallo. Let's go to a Champions Field Game 7. Why not? The donuts have fueled me. I'm ready to go the distance. And so are both of these squads. What a series to cap the night. 10 shots to 10. A 1-goal game. Montevallo forcing Game 7 in overtime. Why couldn't we have had 5 games previously to this one? Just like Game 6. I can't complain. It's been a good series so far. And one of those blowouts did allow me to eat a couple of donuts, which I'm happy about. So, thumbs up for me. I hope we're treated to a wonderful Game 7 as well. Let's see it. The teams are ready. We're getting on to Champions Field. Winner take all. All being pride, of course. This is just a show match, but I know for a fact both these teams will be taking these rosters into next season. So barring unforeseen things that I don't know about, this is a preview of hopefully a match to come this season. I wouldn't mind a rematch, honestly. Maybe it's Monday Night Lights. But alright. Oh, I'm an idiot. I don't know. Thank you, Solution. I was thinking, like, the rosters aren't changing because Lego's on the roster as a starter. Talisi's just subbing in because Lego's working. But, yeah. You're right. Hey, either way, Montevallo starting off the scoring, and that is a player that will be on the starting roster. Set up by NK2. Kuno steps up and nails the bottom right. Montevallo find first blood in Game 7, but Sib has an opportunity to respond immediately. Flicks off the back wall, but NK2 wins the race. Zekers dove in, and now Rupus on low boost has to get back quick, and he commits too much. Thought he had time to get that 100 in the corner, but he was proven swiftly wrong here by Talisi. They put it mid, would have scored it, but Kuno secures it. 2-0. The Falcons of Montevallo find themselves out in front. Bad touch, though. Forward Sib, a good shot on. Rupus, next up, just slams the ball off the back wall. Rupus trying to do more in the offensive zone, but unfortunately could not. Sib, though, that's a beat over the head of NK2, and Mount Aloysius not done just yet. Big beat right there. Sib used everything in the tank to get that shot on and in. But that is a big response for the Mounties. Zekers stepping back. NK2, I thought he was gonna do something only NK2 could whip up. Rufus lets that ball stay center. And NK2 forces a tough touch out of Zekers. Kuno's follow-up is perfect. And Montevallo hit 3 at 3:33. It was destiny that they find themselves up a pair now. As we were only a little bit into Game 7, but that is close to the best start possible for Montevallo. Their offense is executing very well at the moment. MK2 lets that ball be. Gives Zekers a chance to solo. But a strong touch loses him that opportunity to finish the play himself, but he did gain space for Rupus and Sib to work with. So he can really ask for out of a first man. And it results in a goal. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's controlled Rocket League from the Mounties. They space apart the Montevallo defense, spread the backline defense thin, and capitalize on a very, very small opening. 3-2. 3 minutes left. The Mounties want more. Consider the pinch. I'll try to provide it. Sitting on the 100. We'll dodge a demo. And get some revenge here. Bumping Rupus, making him play the ball a little awkwardly. But Rupus finding NK2, opening up a window for Sib. Kuno, though, back in the nick of time. Doesn't find a lot on his defensive touches, but it's enough to stall out the offense of the Mounties. And into a clear and an open net. Montevallo back to a 2-goal lead. We just keep going back and forth as soon as you think the Mounties are gaining momentum. Montevallo will find an opening of their own that they will capitalize on. But off kickoff, okay, that's in. I was taking a second to check the CCS Colorado-Kansas score. And Montevallo concedes on kickoff, just a better cheat. Actually, that was more of a better setup, as the cheats were kind of equal. But Sib got around the demoer. And again, the Mounties find themselves within one. Montevallo, though, from this position, have done well, typically, in this game so far. Good clear from Kuno. Won't beat Zekers here, though. So we are just fighting for control of the rock here at the sideline. We'll migrate, though, into the corner, changing the theater of battle as these two teams continue to fight over possession, which it looks like the Mounties have won this battle. Not quite the war, though. Montevallo, nice clear. Khaleesi extends on Kuno's initial touch. Puts it to the back wall. And that's a great finish by NK2. Zekers apologizing in chat. I think he got beat here on the back wall, yeah. I guess not expecting that extra little dink on the rock from Khaleesi. And Montevallo back up by 2. It seems like every time Montevallo wins a... Sorry. When they go up by 2, they didn't win the kickoff. The Mounties are the ones winning the kickoff immediately after that play. And then they usually get us back to a 1-goal affair. I don't know how it keeps happening, but NK2 missed right there. And it is 5-4 in Game 7. And we still have 80 seconds left. And now NK2 can make it a 2-goal lead again for Montevallo, and he will. What is going on? There was no control in this game defensively for either team. When it's a 1-goal Montevallo lead, Montevallo looks like the best team. When Mount Aloysius is down by 2, they look like the best team. And I don't know how that consistently keeps happening. Because now the Mounties are going to score. Yep, there it is. All right. We'll just keep that going. And then I guarantee you, before we hit 40 seconds on the clock, Montevallo will have made it 7-5. I'm taking bets. Taking bets in Twitch chat right now. So we'll just sit back and enjoy this short-lived Montevallo 1-goal lead. Because off this kickoff win, it's going to be a dunk right here. Rupus tries to take control. There it is. More possession. Sib's a little awkward, but actually it doesn't go up. I'm surprised about that. The Mounties are just backing off. And Aloysius is going to go up. It's going to be person center. Just waiting for the ball to leak out. Never really does. Good defense by the Mounties. I was trying to, like, predict the Montevallo goal, but here it is. Okay, there we go. Oh, I was wrong. 6 seconds. That's on me. I said the 40-second mark, but there was 34 seconds left. And Montevallo's back up by 2. So the Mounties will now win this kickoff, and then they will make it 7-6 within the next 20 seconds. Sid plays patiently, gets it under, big dunk, Zekers turns. Oh, NK2. Beat the man right there. It's a good demo. Oh, NK2 almost got bumped. Montevallo might actually have this series. 2 goals up in the final 15 seconds. That's a big dunk by NK2. Montevallo center ball. They hit 8 goals in Game 7. How many times do you see more goals scored than games played in the series? They break the trend. And that is GG's. How'd you make that emote so big, Pyro? That's awesome. Well, that was one of the more insane Game 7s I've ever seen. And it keeps going. It's 8-6. What? This is like the, I don't remember which game in the series it was, but when UTK and Michigan State played on Monday Night Lights, and UTK went up 5-0, and then it was like, and then it was 5-5, Michigan State ended up coming back. Oh, Zeker scores on 0 seconds. I thought Matt Aloysius was gonna have a chance to tie us up. Montevallo's going to win in these one of the most. I gotta say, stop saying the most insane Game 7s I've ever watched, because that was crazy. And did we get final stats? No. Aloysius left too early. Fair enough. I'll take the final scoreline. Being absolutely insane. But such is Monday Night Lights. You had 976 Sib? That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't even know what that Game 7 was, I'll be honest. That's going on my YouTube channel. Which, if you're not already subscribed, go subscribe to MrBepic on YouTube. Follow MrBepic on Twitch. But that was a fun one. Guys, thank you for playing. I appreciate you coming out, putting on a show for me to lose it over. I don't know if there is a YouTube command. I don't know why. Here, I'll link it for you. Give me just 1 second as everything loads. But as I do wind down, we are going to be heading towards a raid in just a second, so make sure you stick around. There you go. Appreciate that, Pyro. Legend for the raid earlier. Legend for the link. And Fish, you're right. I got to start doing that. I'll remember that for the next Monday Night Lights, which will be in 3 weeks. I will be out of town starting next Monday. But there'll be a stream on Sunday. So make sure you follow for that. Until then, though, I'm going to kick off the raid. But appreciate you all tuning in tonight. Make sure you go show CCS some support. Looks like Colorado and Kansas are just now starting Game 6. Colorado's up 1-0. They're trying to force Game 7. So that is a phenomenal series. Winner goes to the national championship. Loser is also going to the national championship, but as a lower seed. So thank you so much for watching Monday Night Lights number 12. You are all why this is such a special weekly broadcast. So thanks for watching. Much love. Peace out.